guys. It's not gonna be a long live stream today. Just wanna, come together with you guys like I usually do every week. But I'm not gonna stay on too long. I know no one's in yet. I'm just saying this, before people, or I mean for people coming in. Boom, 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 boom.
What do you want to eat
Tomorrow? Depends. If the store's open, I want to get some yuca.
tomorrow? No, we already have you cookies?
We have yuca.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's what we gonna have
We
tomorrow.
don't have a big yucca, but we got a small one. Yucca with what?
Yuca salad.
Do you want me to go to the city tomorrow?
No.
Okay. I've been craving just boba and the Trader Joe's chips again. I want some coconut boba and some Trader Joe's chips. That's all I go for. But when I get it, it's like mid.
Then you shouldn't get it. Okay, so I'm just gonna read for people who are, coming in later. So we're gonna start. We're actually in this book right here. I know I haven't made a PDF of it yet, but I will. Shabbat Shalom. Excuse me. Shabbat Shalom, brother and sister and Fam Nation. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you coming in. We're gonna start. We're actually on chapter 25. We're still talking about the earth like we usually do. This book has a lot of different things in it, but I just like the teachings of the earth because, we don't really get that perspective a lot, right? We do hear from the Messiah and, we have other people who write their piece, but who really speaks for mom or for the mother, man? You see, I'm a mama's boy, man. This is what we do. This is what we do. So we're gonna start. I am the voice of earth. I speak to you from beneath the ground, under your feet. I carry you constantly, and I am present in your body. The body you dwell in enables you to experience life here. I represent home, just as much as heaven does. I am a primal force, wanting to provide you with a sense of safety in which you can relax and be free. Being home means essentially to feel free, to be who you are. Being yourself is something simple, yet incredibly abundant. And you all long to be yourself. You all long to be free from worry, fear, and sorrow. Make the connection with me. I wish to nurture you, receive and carry you. We are one. I am present inside you through your body, and the body continuously sends messages to you about your life's path. Let's go on a journey with the body, traveling through the basic elements of nature. And there's a colon here, so it's gonna list off elements: water, fire, air, and earth. These elements represent life energies, which together weave a web of creation. Follow me and see this as a game. Keep light and playful. Hold up. Whoa. Just turn down this. Continuing. Imagine you are in nature. Your bare feet rest upon the earth. You stand on the shore of a lake. You are made without clothes. There is no one there, just you. and you feel free. You are not ashamed because you are naked. It feels natural and comfortable. You feel the ground beneath your feet. Then you put some steps forward and feel the water wash over your feet. The water is warm and soothing. It calms you. You feel no resistance. It is delicious. You go deeper and deeper into the pool and you sense the healing power of the water. It is from a pure source. It helps you let go of what you do not need anymore. Now float on your back in this pool and feel the element of water all around you. Now water, that is like an element that cleanses you, right? That's why people use it for, so-called baptism. The thing is just that it's not something that's mechanical. You can, cleanse yourself with water in a spiritual way as many times as you want. It's not like a one-time thing. It's not like circumcision or something. That's not how, what baptism really is. You know, it's like anything else, man. Let me see. Feel it wash also through your body, through your blood, which contains the element of water. Water is in and around you. Let it cleanse you. You hear the reassuring sound of the water, and now feel within your body if there's something in particular you would like to let go of. Do not ponder whether it is possible to let go of it. Just feel the longing to be free from it. Wow, that's powerful. Sometimes we don't even know what could be bothering us in our bodies or in our head because we worry about, well, how am I going to get rid of it? We worry about the how rather than, and that's not really having faith. When you worry about, well, how am I going to do something, right? That's not having faith. And the earth, what she wants out of us is the same thing the Most High wants out of us. The same way Matza wants out of us. They want faith. They are our parents. And, the same way how a parent would prefer if a child fully trusts them and know that anything that they do, they're looking out for them, the same way how they view you in the same way, right? No one has ever suffered from trusting in the father. And the same thing goes with the mother. No one. It may be a solution in your life that is difficult or an emotion that bugs you. Name it and surrender it to the water. Do not need to know, you do not need to know how it will happen. Just say to yourself, I release this. The water may rinse it from me and cleanse me. The water brings flow and change. Surrender yourself to this flow. You gently float back to the shore. Now, this is something you can do mentally, right? With water, just imagine that this element of water is, cleansing you. You can do this in the tub or in the shower, right? Just imagine, you might not even know what's bothering you. You can just say, you know, whatever is not making me feel complete, I let go of it. I let, the element of water wash it away. Whatever name you want to use for water. I know I gave you guys my list. I have to make it an official list, but whatever name you want to use, you use that name, you ask the water to do it, and, you go from there. While you are floating on your back, you see the sun shine above you, a ball of fire in the sky. You get out of the water and lie down on the shore. The sun dries your skin. The sun beams are warm and nurturing. As you feel your body basking in the sunlight, you now feel the energy of the sun and connect to it. Feel its essence flow through you in a gentle and soft way. There is a place in your body connected to the power of the sun. It is your solar plexus, the area of your third chakra, located near your stomach. Feel a warmth, relaxed flow in the center and ask yourself, what is it I would like to create in my life? What is it that inspires me? You do not need to find the words for it. You just need to let the feeling be there. There is an inner desire to manifest your unique quality, your love on earth. Let the sunlight make you aware of that inspiration. It is your inner fire, warmth, and full of life. Let the energy of the sun also pour through your throat. Your throat is the energy center of self expression, showing yourself in the outside world with trust and self worth. Now, that was a lot that we just went over in like a small amount. I think in the first video I did on the whole, like, Pachamama teachings and stuff like that, the live streams that I was doing, we were going over that a lot of people are abusing their solar plexus, their ability of free will. But what this is saying is to align your free will with the sun, right? Whatever the sun is trying to teach you, that's what you do. You don't, go by your own wisdom. I hope I said that right. Let me explain it a bit better. We all have our own sun inside of us, our own burning flame of fire. So we can make our fire burn in any way that we can or any way that we want. But what do we really want? The Most High, he wants us to choose his fire. He gives us the ability to choose any fire, but he wants us to choose his fire. So it would make sense for us to align ourselves with the sun, which is also a signification of his SUN and SON, right? We just went over that a little bit in yesterday's video, right? He represents a lot of different things. He represents, the dragon, the lamb, and the sun, the SUN and the SON, right? The sun is the gateway, to the Father. It rises in the east in the direction that the Messiah also dwells in. So the sun, it signifies many, many things, but one of the biggest things it signifies is also preparation. It teaches us what to do with our free will. That's what the sun does. That's what the element of the sun does. So it is very prudent to align ourselves with the will of the sun, right? Because the will of the son is the will of the Father. You can let me know if I was clear or not. Yeah, we don't have that much to read, guys. Like, I only have this, like, literally 2 pages to read. So it doesn't just have to be me, reading. Let me see. Let the sunlight make you aware of that inspiration. It is your inner fire, warmth, and full of life. Let the energy of the sun also pour through your throat. Your throat is the energy center of self expression, showing yourself in the outside world with trust and self worth. So, the sun also, you want the sun to be your words when you speak, right? Again, you want your free will, right? Your solar plexus, your willpower to be aligned with the energy of the sun. And you also want the things that come out of your mouth to be aligned with the energy of the sun, right? So you're saying the Most High's will and you're doing the Most High's will. So that is what the sun, that is what that element does. So water, it cleanses you of your burdens. The sun, it tells you what direction you should go into. Okay? Quietly, you sit at quietly you sit at the side of the lake and feel how the elements of water and fire assist you on your inner journey. You then notice a soft breeze on your cheeks. It is air, the element of space and openness, and at the same time, safety and playfulness. You can play safely within the grand cosmos that surrounds you. Excuse me. Feel the air come into your body through the breath. Breathe in. Feel the air in your belly and breathe out. Air brings room to play and move. Air is the cosmic among the elements and brings inspiration to you from your soul. Feel light, light as the air. Air does not take any solid form. Float and fly. Dare to be free. You are not truly bound to your body or to any form. The element of air reminds you of this. You are free as a bird. Now feel again how you are sitting on the ground at the shore of the lake and connect to the element of earth. Sense the firmness of the ground beneath you. Notice the fertility of earth, which shows in many plants, trees, and flowers surrounding you. Now, just to go back to the element of air, um, even in astrology and stuff like that, people who are like air signs and stuff, they're noted to be very witty, right? You know, they think they're like out of the box thinkers, right? That's kind of how they are. So that's interesting that that approach was taken with this. So they didn't say that much about air though. I was hoping that they would say more about it.
What was that song called that was just like that you just playing before this?
You want? I can send it to you afterward,
Let me
bro. Please don't turn off the music.
No, I'm not. I was just
Do
gonna
you
go
need
back
it
to
right
it.
now?
I was gonna listen to it, but
Do you need it right now?
I was just gonna listen to it right now. But I didn't wanna replay it because you don't like replaying stuff.
I think it's called. Let me give me your phone. I'll type it in. Kind of disrupting me though.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I can't remember right now.
Mm.
Let's continue. Now feel again how you are sitting on the ground at the shore of the lake and connect to the element of earth. Sense the firmness of the ground beneath you. Notice the fertility of earth, which shows in the many plants, trees, and flowers surrounding you. Feel the maternal power in me. I am female energy. And this stuff, man, this stuff's so important, guys. If you guys saw the video that I shared with the Quito Indians in Peru, man, just some of the knowledge that was shared in that video was still hitting me heavily. You know, it's hitting me so heavy. We really have to connect with the earth. The earth is part of our salvation. People who are not connected with the earth, who are, following, you know, the fallen technologies and stuff like that, disrespect the earth, I don't know what's gonna happen to them, man. You know, I can only hope, I could wish the best for them. But, people are not really connecting with the earth. I really don't know what's in store for them. I don't, you know, that's a sad thing. But I flow through all of your body, and you can clearly sense me in the tailbone, the first chakra at the base of your spine. Sense how a cord connects your tailbone chakra to the heart of earth. Note the flexibility of this cord. It is not a cord that binds or imprisons you. It is a cord that enables you to be here and express your deepest inspirational, joyfully, inspiration joyfully, excuse me. I'm sorry, let me read that sentence again. I'm sorry about that. It is a cord that enables you to be here and express your deepest inspiration joyfully. So and me being like a earth sign, like the earth is very like practical. Um they're really about, all right, well, what's in front of me, right? What's in front of me? Um I can make pretty much you know, anything into a meal. That type of person who can, make anything into something that's resourceful. Tailbone, um, yeah, it's that, bone that's like that connects your butt to your back. It's in the middle of it. not like a bowl, just like the end of your spine. You know, some people they have bigger tailbones than others, if you know what I mean. But let me see. Know that the four elements are available to you. They flow inside and all around you. You are home here. You belong to us. You are creators, and you are meant to be the master of the elements. Wow. They want to serve you. Does this sound familiar? It sounds familiar to me. It's stuff that we read, you know, in these different records that we have received. You know, they're waiting for us to take command of this earth because they want the righteous to rule, right? They're waiting for us. Let me see. Today, we have spoken about the difference between the dimensions of nature and the human world. Many of you feel stuck in the realm of human society. The hurry and agitation often present. Wait. The hurry and agitation often present their dictate. That's a weird wording, bro. Hold on, let me turn this down a bit. This is my song, though. Anyway, the hurry and agitation often present their dictate, bro. I don't know what that was trying to say, but an unnatural rhythm that unsettles you. Do not be frightened of this. You are strong enough to handle this. Do, however, dig your roots deep into the realm of nature. Play with the elements, for there lies your home. It is the energy of natural living that your soul wants to contribute to society in this era. The spiritual transformation now occurring in humanity is about a return to earth, to a way of living in which your life flow is aligned with nature inside and outside of you. Let me see. Yeah, so for any of those, for any of those who who ask, well, how do I connect with with nature and stuff like that? Well, it kind of tells you a lot of how to do that in the books of remembrance. First of all, talk to them, right? Talk to them. Understand why they're here. Understand their purpose. Understand what they want to do for you. And what do you want to do for them? From the bottom of your heart, how do you feel about them? Right? Also, try to see where they are in all things. And the food that you eat, right? Think of like the plate of food that you have, and instead of seeing it as inanimate objects or whatever, they're actually beings that can't wait to go into your body to nourish your body. That type of thing. So that's how you really have like a closer relationship with them. Understand why they're here. They're here to help you. Acknowledge that they're here to help you. You know, that's how you start to develop a relationship with them, right? And among many other things, but that's a start, right? In human society, much emphasis has been placed on thinking and controlling life. Many of you try to bring structure to your life from preset notions, which come from the head rather than the heart. If you do so, you walk past the great powers, both earthly and cosmic, that shape your life. You plan and control life from your heads. When life runs counter to your expectations, you interpret this as adversity and ill fate. The art of natural living is to let go of thinking and controlling so much. There has been an excess of this in your society. This time invites you to align yourself with the natural rhythm and flow of the earth. I am your home. Allow me to nurture you. Let the elements in your body speak. Ask what you need, and it will be given to you. I hear your heartbeat and want to help you find your way. Now, hear my heartbeat too. You bring inspiration and cosmic light to me. I absorb you and am grateful for your presence. Restore your unity with me. And that is the plea of our mother. Connect back with the mother. She is waiting. Let me see. It's actually kind of short. I didn't expect that to be that short. But I wasn't really doing a long live stream like that anyway. But yeah, guys, it's really it's really cold and snowing right now, man. I did not expect it to be like this. I'm freezing my ass off in my room. And maybe I can ask I could tell the earth about that. I could say, hey, like, it's kind of cold. Do you mind, I don't know. Like, I don't know why it's happening though. But it's just something that you can let her know. And she can do something about it, possibly. The same way how you would ask your mother, right? Yeah, that's all I really wanted to read for this time around. You guys have anything you want to, to talk about? I'll stay on for like, 5 minutes or so, and I'm gonna get out of here. I was surprised actually that I didn't get as much pushback from yesterday's video as I thought. Like I thought a lot more people would be a little bit more up in arms, you know, but I don't know. I don't know. Shalom, shalom, brother Yashua. Thank you for stopping by, brother. Appreciate you coming by. Bro, my sister and I, we just saw a video of you know, at least people from your tribe, the Inuit. Bro, why they be eating raw bloody food like that, man? Like, I don't understand that. You know that they're not supposed to be eating that, right? That's not good for them. Why they do that? Are essential oils similar to water, but enhanced in specific essence? I haven't looked really into essential oils like that, bro. Um, I'm guessing they're kind of like the element of fruit. I don't really know because I know that oil has some sort of like power to it, right? I don't really know. I don't really know. They're saying magnetic reverse is happening to many ice age. They say, ooh, maybe it's that pole shift, bro. Maybe it's that pole shift. This place is gonna look really different very soon. It's gonna look very, very different. You see that land in Russia like that, where it's like real cold like that. It wasn't like that before. Siberia, their their weather was similar to New York's, or something like that. It was actually a pretty green land until the pole shift occurred. I know this because they found a mammoth, and it was frozen with greens in its stomach. So that means that it was eating some leafy greens. So yeah, the pole shift on the rise, bro. But hey, I don't think we're gonna be here to see the full flip, but it's definitely gonna happen. It's definitely coming. It's definitely gonna happen. Shake your tail feather. What's that from? Like Nelly's song or something? That's not how it goes. I forgot how it goes. But yeah, bro, it's still snowing. Like it's been snowing since last night. It's crazy. Is sun gazing a way to build a way for us to build a connection to the sun? I believe so. I believe so. I think you should gaze at all of nature. You know, you should definitely view them, right, as a way to build, your relationship. First Nephi chapter 17 verse 12. Are you talking about the raw meat? But the word meat is not necessarily talking about meat, like meat. It could be talking about raw plants, raw vegetables, And plus, you can eat meat raw as long as it doesn't have blood in it. Like having eating it with blood, I don't understand that. I don't understand that part. Oh, let me see. Oh, you put something else. Shalom, family. Thank you for stopping by, sister. For the Lord had not hitherto suffered that we should make much fire, as we journeyed in the wilderness. For he said, I will make thy food become sweet, that ye cook it not. Hmm. But I don't think you should be eating blood though. Like that's again, you can eat meat. Like you can all right. So the sun can dry meat, and the natives do that. But eating it with blood, that's a different thing because the natives don't eat meat with blood. You know. But I understand what you mean though. During the end times, the sun will rise from west. Is the esoteric meaning of rocket airships going to sky? I've heard that before, man, and I can't remember where. That was probably really early in my studies that the sun was gonna rise from a totally different direction, right? That's crazy though. That's crazy. It's gonna rise from the west. It's gonna freak people out. And I will also be your light in the wilderness, and I will prepare the way before you. If it be so that ye shall keep my commandments, wherefore, inasmuch as ye shall keep my commandments, ye shall. And listen, bro. I'm pretty sure that those people, are my brothers and my sisters. Like, there's too much evidence. They've even said that they are, but you know, it just doesn't make sense. I don't think you should be eating blood. Like that's life energy. They used to drain the blood. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Again, you can eat meat raw. It's gonna be really nasty as long as you're not consuming blood, right? That is what you're not supposed to do. Meat is blood. How's that? How is that? I never heard of that. Yeah, because it says in Leviticus you're not supposed to eat blood. And many different scriptures, bro. It says in the book of Enoch, you're not supposed to do that. Books of Remembrance say you're not supposed to do that. So I don't know. Like, I don't know about that, bro. I'm not using you as a spokesman for all the Inuit people. That's not what it is. I'm just asking if like what did you have to say about it? Because me and my sister saw that and we're like, why is she doing that? Like, it didn't make sense to me. I say the same thing about the brothers in the Pacific. They're not supposed. It says we're not supposed to mark our body. That they tattoo themselves a lot. You know, so I don't understand why. You know, I'm just more so inquiring if you knew. This guy is saying the reversal will happen March 23rd. Really? 3 days after the New Year, which is the Sabbath going in. Nagas are wearing do rags. Are they? And the paintings, you mean? Hello, everyone. Hello, sister. Appreciate you. Hollywood learn about. You mean adrenochrome from my people? Yeah, but bro, you don't know about that scripture in Leviticus where it says that we're not supposed to consume blood. I understand what the Book of Remembrance said, not Book of Remembrance, the Book of Mormon said, but is that still talking about blood? It's just an honest question. I can't see that the Most High is gonna say, all right, you guys can eat blood because you can't find any food in the wilderness, or maybe he did. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. If you drain the blood from the muscle tissue, the meat would become clear white. Yeah, that's true. And again, there's ways to drain the blood from meat, right? There's ways to drain blood from meat, and you can still eat the meat, and it's technically lawful. It's not gonna taste good at all, but it's lawful. You know, it's not something I would partake in, but because I'm not even eating meat in general, I'm just not doing it. 2023 in March. Okay, well, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. People they come up with dates all the time, including me. When some of my dates were off, I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm doing this no more. I don't think I'm doing this no more. But I do think that something's gonna happen in 2024 though. That is something because I've just seen that too many times, and I'm really just referring to different prophecies and stuff. When I have a when I get a lot more time, I'm gonna make like a video on it. Oh, excuse me. So we just pretty much read about, connecting with the earth, just living life a lot more freely and not worrying about what's gonna happen tomorrow. You know, actually, my job was just doing budget cuts, and I just got fired pretty much. So it is what it is, and I just have to look for another job. But I'm not really worried about it because I can kind of I know that the Most High got me, man. I know that the Most High got me. He got me the position in the first place. You know, I wasn't even really qualified for it, and I just got it. In the same way how I have to go somewhere else. So everything is in His hands. Everything is in the earth's hands. You know, fruits, herbs, and vegetables are the best. I mean, I think so too, man. I think so too. My body feels the best when I am consuming that stuff. Um, also I do eat my tubers and grains and stuff like, my yuca, my quinoa, stuff like that. That also makes my body feel pretty good. You know your people keep killing. You know your people keep killing people. My people keep eating bloody meat reasons for our people punishment. What do you mean? I'm trying to understand what you mean. But I don't. I'm trying to understand what you're trying to say. You said my people keep killing people. Your people keep eating bloody meat. Shalom, bless up the rise. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. Oh, are you talking about so-called so-called black people killing themselves? Yeah, I could see that. Everyone has like different types of curses on them. You know, you guys already know my perspective. I don't think that all the children of Israel are literally all are under every single last curse. Like I think certain groups are more cursed than others. Certain groups are cursed in specific ways. It even says that in the patriarchs, right? in the story of the patriarchs. Um, I think Gad, right, because of his like his hatred or jealousy to Joseph, he was smitten in his liver, and to this day, some of those Native Americans, those Plain Indians, they have liver issues. So I found that kind of funny, right? So yeah, I definitely think that um, certain tribes are cursed based on the sins of their forefathers. I definitely believe that. But I was just asking if you knew, bro. I wasn't like trying to come at anybody. You already know me, bro. Like I don't do stuff like that. I was just really asking because I saw her doing that. I'm like, bro, I don't get that. Right? But then again, I also look at other groups of people. I look at so-called black folks, and I'm like, damn, why y'all acting like this, right? So I'm not trying to come at nobody. I was just asking. Hmm. Do you know about Suriname? Not too much. Not too much. I'm sorry about that, but no, I don't. Not too much. I don't think people are supposed to taste Virginia either. I don't know what that is. You mean vinegar? I don't know what you were trying to say. What do I know about Suriname? Not too much. I don't know too much about it. I'm pretty sure Suriname's in the Caribbean, right? Do you know? My sister not even like a part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about Suriname? Have you heard of the country?
Mm-hmm.
Can you look up where it is? I forgot. I don't even. I think it's either in South America, Caribbean, or Southeast Asia. It's one of the three. I don't remember.
How do you spell it?
SURSURINAME. I do not remember. I'm sorry. Virginia. I still know what you're trying to say.
Mm.
Oh yeah, that country next to Guyana. No, I don't know nothing about that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I don't know much about it. I don't know much
It's right
about it.
next to Brazil too.
Yeah, I know it's in the middle of Brazil and Guyana. I remember now. Um, no, I don't know nothing about it. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe it's some places.
Yeah, what's there? What did you want to share something about Suriname? You said I met Virginia's. I don't know. I still don't know what you mean. What is Virginia's?
This is so cold. Like this is when my stuff was folded.
I know. I don't know why it's so cold. It's weirdly cold. Like I was right next to the heater and I'm still cold. I'm like, bro,
What the heck?
yeah. That's how we came down 400 years ago. We were getting taken down for longer than 400 years. What?
Let me take you down. That's what
And
they was singing when they came to destroy us.
and our bloody people are not waking up from the reasons they got 400 years. That's most of us, bro. That's most of us. That's most of us. I try to go down the street, wearing stuff like this in hopes to, you know, wake people up because I know because a lot of like my people or our people, they look at how I'm dressed and they're just very, very interested. I can see that they're very interested in why I'm dressing the way that I am. I don't know if they've just seen like the nigger lights on the street, no disrespect, dress like that, so they think I'm one of them. or they have a very strong interest. Like they've actually come up and said things to me, like, "Wow, like that's so nice. Why are you wearing that?" Like flat out, like, "Why are you wearing that?" I was just like, "Wow, that's bold." So I could tell that there is, the spirit is leading us. You know, the spirit is there. I was just at the Jamaican spot like a few like not like last week or something. I don't know if were you there when that lady asked me.
No.
You weren't there. No, she wasn't there. But the lady asked me, Caribbean lady, she asked me, she was like, "Wow, that's so pretty. Like why are you wearing that? What's the occasion?" All I said is, "Oh, I'm from here. I'm from this continent. I'm from this place. I'm from you know, this whole landmass." And she just didn't even know what to say. She was just like, "Huh?" Right? And the next time I came in, she asked me where I was from. I told her, "Oh, my family, they're from St. Vincent." And then that's when she felt comfortable. And I'm just like, "Okay, I don't know, man." They've said that El Dorado is in Suriname. Whoa, really? Plus, there are underground pyramids over there. All right, thank you for that.
I guess it's something to look into.
Something to look into, even though I'm backed up with a lot of things to do. But that's definitely on my list. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Shalom. Thank you for stopping by, sister. Appreciate you. What's up? Oh, stopping by on the snow day. I'm so cold. I'm so cold. We got the heater on blast and it's still cold. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense, man. You're from Suriname? Okay. Great. That's interesting. So because they I think they were trying to say that it was in Guyana, in some sort of like forest in Guyana, like El Dorado. So it's interesting that you said that it's in Suriname. Mm. And these people are a bunch of liars, by the way. Like they try to say that the Inca Empire was only on the Pacific coast, yet they find they find things owned by the Inca all the way in places like Suriname or even Brazil. And but they'll say, "Oh, that was just like a one-off thing." Like they crash landed over there. I'm like, "What are y'all talking about? Come on." Wow, it's cold here too in STL. What's STL? You know? Is that Seattle?
Maybe.
I think that's Seattle.
Isn't Seattle usually cold?
Is it? I mean, Seattle's pretty far up north.
So does that mean it's cold?
I don't know. I thought they mostly got rain. I don't think I've seen it snow. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. Suriname is Dutch Guyana. Oh no, that's St. Louis. I thought so. I was like, that can't be Seattle, bro. I don't think Seattle gets like cold like that. Yeah, of course, St. Louis mad cold, man.
It's is it?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Like Chicago, like that area, I would not want to live there, bro. I do not like the cold, bro. I do not. I do not like the cold. Like I feel like when it gets really cold, my body starts to break down. I don't know what it is. Like I can't stand the cold, man. I don't know why these Caribbeans migrated to New York, and now I gotta suffer for it.
You were wearing that when she complimented you?
I think I was wearing something else. Perfect weather is like 70 to 80 degrees. I like hot weather. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I like 90 degrees, 100 degrees. I just like hot weather. You know, I just do.
I like just middle weather.
I know that's what he said, but I like hot weather. I like humid weather. That's my thing, bro. Like that's my thing. I like humid weather. I'm weird, bro. I'm weird. When I went to Florida, that was like the perfect weather. Even though I went during the winter time, it don't matter, bro. Like I still like hot weather. You know. Then you'll like Texas. Maybe I was thinking about it. That was another place that I was thinking about. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Um, I was talking to some lawyers. They said that I had a pretty strong case against the police. You know, because they did a lot of unlawful things. So you know, I'm gonna see where the Most High wants me to what He wants me to do. Hot weather good for the bones? Is it? I love hot weather. It makes me feel like recharged, especially with the sun. Man, I can't get enough of the sun, man. They say between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn is where most of the pyramids slash mounds are found. Makes sense. Makes sense. That was like, Mexico was the very first, you know, civilization. I already told you guys. I think that the Olmec were like, I think they were the Sumerians, and that's Sumerian. The sun rotates around the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. That's it's the best land, honestly. If I'm being honest with you, the land next to the equator, it's the best land. I want to move to Florida and try to get a place in Jamaica. That sounds, man, bro. That sounds like a major, major plan. That sounds like a major plan. I want my people to be free. I want all of us to be free. Now, that's something I actually pray for every noon. I pray for that every noon, every high noon. I pray for our people to get gathered out of this place. All the righteous among them. All those who want to stay here, let them stay here. But all those who want to leave, let us leave. I don't like cold weather, bro. And if I don't like cold weather, I should have the ability to go somewhere else. Our people did that. When it got too cold, we went down south. We migrated like birds and stuff like that. We had the liberty to do so because it was our land. But now we don't have the liberty to do that. And, it's a sad thing. All the Indonesia islands are between the tropics of Capricorn and Cancer, and so is Jamaica. Yes, it is. You're right about that. I have always dreamed of going to Boro Boro. That's beautiful. Yeah, I definitely would love to go somewhere near the equator.
Which borough, bro?
It's like an island. You could look into it. Peru is right on the equator too. I think Ecuador is on the equator, but Peru is close to the equator.
But I thought you said like Peru was like the center because it has a Cusco.
Yeah, well, the old equator it ran through Peru, but the new equator it
But
doesn't,
how is it new equator?
because there was a shift that occurred. You can tell from how the Americas, how the ley lines are set up, and how the buildings are set up, that there was some sort of shift. Like the sun, it shifted 45 degrees or something. It's weird, but I did like a video on it. Check out Tazadak Shabe, the program enlightener. He specializes in law with being a secured party creditor or sovereign. All right, yo, hold up. I gotta check that out. Thank you for that, bro. Thank you for that. I definitely need to look into that. That's the secured party creditor knowledge, man. I want to look into it so I could teach, people on my channel how to do it. You know, that's always my goal. Like after this live stream, I'm gonna work on some PDFs. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. If sharing knowledge is what's gonna get us out of here, then I'm gonna make as many PDFs as I can, and maybe, someone might read something in a book and tell someone else and tell someone else, and boom, you never know. It could work out like that. So that's what my goal is. I'm just gonna keep on sharing knowledge. And guys, make sure that you pray about everything that you're reading in these books, right? You guys can't see it, but a lot of people dislike those books that those PDFs that I put on so-called witchcraft or Wicca or the power of the Psalms, stuff like that. They dislike them because they're afraid. They're scared. I'm not telling people to do everything in the book, you know. I'm definitely not. I tell people, yeah, you gotta pray about what you do. If there's something feels uneasy, please pray about it. Please pray about it, because 9 times out of 10, it's a reason why you're uneasy about it. Gotta pray about it. Sometimes, it's Satan, you know, expanding the fear in you, but usually it's not. So you should definitely listen to yourself, but pray about it to make sure, right? You should definitely pray about that. Don't do anything out of fear. Just be careful. Be careful. I would suggest that you, one, do not try to take away anyone's free will, right? So if you see one of the Psalms saying, use this to kill your enemies, I would suggest you not. You're gonna do what you want, but I would suggest that you not. That's not what I'm using it for. And if it's anything is telling you to, you know, utilize blood and stuff like that, like don't do that. Don't do that. Use this stuff to save the righteous. Do not worry about how the wicked are going to be punished. Worry about how the righteous are going to be saved. Worry about using it to uplift us instead of bring other people down. That is my suggestion, right? I wouldn't use it, to make love spells or potions on someone. Why? You're working out of lust. So you're going to be summoning a damn fallen angel to help you out, right? I would not do stuff like that if I were you. That's just my suggestion. So you have to use some discernment, right? I like there's books that I got like 2 weeks ago, and I read through it, and I was going back and forth with one of my brothers, like, yo, should I release this? This stuff is actually really really heavy, right? And people can use this for some real wickedness if I release this. But he was just like, you know what? This is stuff that anyone can buy, right? These are books and knowledge that anyone can buy. So, he disagreed with me. He was just like, well, it doesn't make sense to withhold it. But on the flip side, people are led to certain books and stuff like that, right? People are led to these things. So if it wasn't for me, maybe this person wouldn't have read it. I don't know. So I'm still like really thinking about that, because you could use the book for good things or bad things. So, but I guess you could say that for anything though. So I don't know, bro. That's why we pray and wait for directions. I thank you for your PDFs. Thank you, sister. No, we definitely should. We definitely should pray and wait, right? I tell the Most High, hey, like if I'm going to say, you know what, I'm gonna practice that, and I ask the Father, please stop me if I'm going to defile myself spiritually. Please do not let me do this, right? Sometimes I don't even ask, and he leads me away from something, right? So listen, my trust is in Him. My trust is in the Father. Do you think we should pray for natural resources? We could pray for our upliftment, right? We could pray for our upliftment in any way that, in my opinion, because us getting uplifted is not a crime. Just because we're in captivity, that does not mean we have to remain in captivity. You know, I will agree with people who say that, the scriptures or the New Testament are written in a way that makes you think that you have to stay here, right? That you have to wait on someone, right? That you have to wait on a savior. That does not mean that a savior isn't coming, but it also doesn't mean that you sit back and wait for something to happen. That's also not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to meet the savior halfway. It's a baton race, right? You're supposed to meet him at a certain point, and once you get to that point, he will take it from there. But we have to try our best to do everything that we can. At least that's how I see it, right? Again, I read different books. I read, the books of remembrance. It talks about how, you know, we have our agency, right? We have the ability to affect creation in any way that we want it to go, whether good or bad. So I see this really as a war. I'm not going to stand by in a war. I'm going to fight in a war. So to answer your question, yes, I definitely would pray and ask for natural resources. Anything that would help our people, I would definitely pray for, you know? Again, I pray every noon that our people remember who they are and remember their land. Not just who they are, but remember their land. You have to remember the land is just as important as your identity. The land is your identity. The land's probably more important than your identity because anyone can claim to be a so-called Israelite. Anyone can claim that. You have to go back to your land, you know. Then you'll have a contract with that devil, which will require something in return, probably even one's soul. Exactly. Exactly. That's why that stuff's dangerous. It is dangerous. This is why we've been geared away from this stuff. But here's the thing. Obviously, it's not all wrong if we're having an interest in the stuff. If we're having an interest in it, then it can't be all wrong. I was one of those people who said, "Oh, all that stuff is wicked." I would never, right? I would never, right? And that was until I realized, wait a minute. The reason why I was even saying that in the first place is because of, the lack of context that's missing from the scriptures. Because in all honesty and truth, all like there's a way to do everything. There's a way to do things. And they've taken these things out of the scriptures. They've hidden this knowledge from us. So if I were to tell other people what they shouldn't do, and even me myself, if I'm also limiting my knowledge when my whole goal is to help creation and help us break ourselves out of captivity, then I'd be a hypocrite, you know? So that's just not what I'm trying to do. Like I'm trying to really figure out where we're supposed to be led to. I'm not going to wait on, you know, anyone because I don't have to. And he doesn't want me to. We can save our own world. This is our world. This is our ownership. We are responsible for it. You know what I mean? You have to meet your Messiah halfway. Meet him halfway. Do what you can. Pass him the baton. Right? These curses that are put on us and Deuteronomy and stuff like that. You know what I'm really thinking, what really happened? Because I really don't view the Most High as someone who's malicious, right? Who's malicious enough to literally curse us with certain things. I don't think that that's how it works. I really do think that his whole thing was, listen, I'm going to take away my protection from you, and this is what's going to happen. So it's technically like him doing it, but honestly, it's really just him letting the other nations do it. I don't view him as that type of entity, right? His whole thing is, I was protecting you from the nations. This is what they wanted to do to you because of their incessive jealousy. But now I'm going to take away that protection. And this is what they're going to do. And what they have been doing this whole time, they've had these spells and this witchcraft on us. They've done sorcery to our people. They've been trying to kill us this whole time. They've been trying their absolute hardest. But the problem is that we have in our own DNA the protection. right? We have a certain level of protection. And because they physically did witchcraft to us, we physically have the tools to break their witchcraft. Do you understand what I mean? We were cursed by them. That's really what I think happened. We were really cursed by them. And the Messiah, uh Yahweh, Yohiwa, he let them because we fell. And really we let it happen through our own wickedness. So I don't see any problem with figuring out how do you break these curses. The Testament of Solomon, yeah, bro, exactly. That also changed my mindset on that stuff too. That's why I don't understand why all these people upset with these books, bro. You just have to study more. If you don't understand, ask questions. Don't make assumptions. Ask questions. Yes, the Testament of Solomon talks a lot about so-called magic, right? There's a certain way to do things. It might seem weird, right? Tie a piece of copper, write something on it, and throw it in the ocean. It's like, oh, this stuff's wicked. It's occultic. Like, bro, come on, bro. There's a way to do things. Solomon was given wisdom and power to control demons and summon the holy angels to help him and our people. Exactly, bro. Also, it's the knowledge to bind up demons. You can bind demons. That's the stuff. Those are the books that I was trying to get. Right? I'm trying to see if there's really any sort of you know, like knowledge on how to one propel us to a certain status, right? And two, bind the demons that have afflicted us and our seed lines and things of that sort. I've met people who are afflicted by a generational demon. In fact, most of us have generational demons. That's why the same problems that our parents have, we have. They're demons. Is the new covenant just the covenant made with Yahushua and Judah, since the priests normally came from the Levites, right? No, I mean the new covenant is simply just replacing the Levites with Yahushua. That's the new covenant. I'm kicking out the Levites. You guys are now just a regular tribe. And I'm just gonna be the Levite because you guys can't be trusted with leadership. That's how I see it. Brother Salam breaks down the Oaspe book that talks and busts all this down. Yeah, I definitely have to really get into that Oaspe book. But yeah, I've checked out his channel many times before. Yep, generational curses, exactly, sister. And thank you for stopping by on your lunch break. Occult just means hidden or secret. Bro, for real, that's all it means. It just means hidden or secret. That's all it means. So when uh you know the God of Israel gave Abraham knowledge, did he give it to everyone or did he just give it to Abraham? Did he give knowledge to everyone or did he just give it to Enoch? So yes, that's secret or occultic knowledge that he gave these people. And when they got our stuff, when they took our records, they got all of this stuff and then they used it on us, right? They're trying to kill us. They're trying to kill us. They're trying to kill us, bro. This is a war, you know? Like they've tried everything. They've tried to burn us, douse us with you know, I don't know, with gas and light us on fire, inject us with vaccines, hang us, throw us to alligators. None of it's working. Scatter us to the different nations, right? Now we look like Gentiles just so we can't remember our heritage. They did all these things, you know? And then they used these witchcraft things on us. So Solomon trapped demons in bottles, and I read that when the Babylonians came, they found the bottles and opened it and released the demons. Oh, wow. Are you kidding me? Are you for real? He said when the Babylonians took us over, they saw the bottles and as well as the other artifacts that Solomon trapped these demons in, and they released them.
Yeah.
These dumb asses, bro. Man, they're wicked as hell. Of course they are. They are the wicked. And you can't say it's one nation or quote unquote race of people. It literally was the whole world, bro. It was people all around the world as well as some people here. Like it was like it's crazy what they did, man. So yeah, we gotta break ourselves out. We have the ability to. This is what he's showing us. So I'm not worried about the noise. I'm not worried about, oh, like, being accused of, being quote unquote wise in my own eyes or whatever the hell. Like, man, I don't care about what these people think. Because I know that this is Satan trying to stop me from finding something. He doesn't want me to bind his ass up. That's what it's about. So, hey, I understand. They thought they were treasures in them. Yo, if you got that reference, please show me that, bro. I want to see that, man. Yes, I read that about the demons released from the bottles. Wow, you too? That's ignorance, bro. That's ignorance. Well, abracadabra, we will now use our stuff on them. Hey, hey. The only thing though, I'm just being careful about using things on other people, right? I'm because they're using demons against us. I'm not trying to use demons on them unless, I'm pushed to do so. But right now, I'm not really comfortable doing that because I don't want to, mess with no demons and nothing, right? I'm mainly just focused on the revival of the dry bones. I'm not really focused on what the beasts of the field are doing, right? I'm not really worried about that. The audio of the Book of Melchizedek also busts these topics down. It's on YouTube. Is not the one from the Book of Remembrance series either. Oh, really? Okay. I gotta check that out. Solomon even had an extremely large magical carpet. Bro, someone said, who said this to me, bro? I think that was my bro Wim, bro. I think he said that. Yeah, but it wasn't a carpet. It was like a spaceship. It was like a spaceship, bro. Like this dude had a.
Like Aladdin.
I mean, that's where they get it from. That's where they get this stuff from. Learning healing and protection powers. Yeah, bro. Like, listen, man. When I figure out these sigils, bro,
What's a
it's
sigil?
on, man. It's on. You know those circles that they have, and they have the star in the middle, and they have the writing along the circle. Those
Oh,
are
like the
sigils.
alchemy.
Yeah, it's like alchemy. But what they are, they're calls to angels. Like it's almost you're telling an angel because we can't speak their language. We don't know how to speak their language. So we write something down, they see it, and they act. That's what it really is. And these people, they just want to throw it all. Oh, it's all wickedness while they're literally using it, right, for demons. You know, bro. And they know who people are because they study, the Kabbalah. They study the stars and stuff. And if someone is born with a certain, set of numbers and stuff like that, I'm sure that they go out of their way to put spells on these people, right? Like it's I don't doubt it, bro. I'm not saying this for no reason. Urantia Papers. I think I have that book in my library actually, but I've not read it because it's a really big book. But we have a lot of books like that.
It's crazy how much stuff I can read. Like this is wild.
Yeah, that's why I love. Like I love the library that the Most High has pushed me to build with all of your guys' help as well because people have sent me PDFs and stuff, and I'm very appreciative of all the the people who donated. The brother You know, Big Judah and Abdullah Seer, they shot me some funds, and that was really dope. I appreciate that. So yeah, I'm building this really big library. Shit, we're gonna have our own library of Alexandria soon. Like I'm hype about stuff like that. Oh, we can heal people with our hands by using our auras that sound us. That's dope. Abdullah also shared something with me. I don't know if he shared it with you guys yet, but the quote unquote wand, right? The wand is an instrument, bro. It's science. It's like a scientific instrument. And he pretty much found in the book exactly what I said in the video. Excuse me. Exactly what I said in the video that I made about the wand, that it's almost like a gun. Like if you guys saw that show on bless you. If you guys have ever seen that, like it's a real old show, it's one of my favorite shows, Yu Yu Hakusho. The main character, his weapon is called the spirit gun. All of his quote unquote spirit or his ka goes and channels into his finger and he fires it. And that's the same concept as the wand and your quote unquote prayers or your spell or whatever, what you're really calls, they're keys. They're keys for angels to come down and do whatever, right? You guys remember where it said that the Messiah had the power to call angels down from heaven? What do you think it was talking about? It was talking about these keys, these prayers, these spells. He had the power to do this, right? Now to everyone else, you know, if I have a stick in my pocket, right? They're not like, "Oh, he doesn't have a weapon on him," right? But they don't know what it's for. It is a weapon, but they don't know how to use it. It's always just a stick. When the police when they pretty much stop and frisk me, right? When they went through my stuff and stuff like that. This is very important because I think I had like garlic in my bag. And I looked up what garlic does. Garlic stops or it protects you from thieves. Now, I had money in my bag and they saw it and they literally gave it to me. They said, "Okay, you can have this." I was just like, "What the hell?"
They don't do that.
I don't see police do that. I don't care about that. Like I was under arrest and they let me put it in my pocket. Like who the hell? What policeman does that? And I'm thinking maybe it was because I had that garlic in my pocket, because the garlic it protects you from thieves.
You also have the mayo with you. What the hell?
The mayo, yeah,
You drinking or something?
yeah. I got the greater and lesser keys of Solomon books. I think I have those in my library as well. It's just that stuff, man. When I was trying to make a video on the topic, I was just like, okay, this is a lot harder than I thought. That's why I took a break from it because it's a lot of information, guys. It's a lot, but it's cool. It's stuff. It's so cool because I know what it's gonna lead me to. Let me see. I meant to say our auras that surround us. Okay, I thought so. These type of conversations get me so hyped. That's really dope, man. I'm happy that it does. It gets me hyped too because this lets me know that this is what like we're being led to. Like we could literally break these curses off of us, right? Again, as I said earlier, I really do think that these curses, or a lot of those curses, quote unquote, in Deuteronomy, they came from them stealing our records and using this witchcraft against us. I really do think that's how that it happened, right? And the Most High's part in it, or Yahweh or Yahweh's part in it was, all right, I'm gonna take away my protection, and the nations are gonna have you, right? Because I was protecting you before, now I'm not, and this is what they did. I think that's really what it was, because they were just so jealous of us. We had such a strong family unit, and they destroyed it. We had such beautiful women, they destroyed their hair. They were just jealous. They're really jealous. I'm jealous, bro. Yes, I think so. Even the tarot have some truth to it. Of course. I went over that. I said the only thing is that some people they use tarot cards and they call demons. Now, if you're asking angels for advice, that's a different thing, right? People have said that the Urim and Thummim is pretty much like a crystal ball or something. What do you think a crystal ball is? What is a crystal? A crystal has the ability to hold the light of the Most High in it. Crystal ball, crystal technology, Lemuria, Mu. Like, come on. So yeah, absolutely, there's some truth to it. I use the audio book. I'm a driver, so I listen and track it. Okay, I should. Well, yeah, I was gonna say I should do that, but I'm out of a job now. Shalom, family. Thank you for stopping by, sister. I've been seeing floating magical things in the air. Definitely a change is going on. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, some call it chi, and we can use hand gestures called mudras. Yes, I agree. I was just looking into that myself. There's a lot of stuff to study, man. It's a lot of stuff to study. I was hoping that there's not that much information on the mudras, right? On the hand signs and stuff like that. Like the only one I found, like okay, I found this, right? I haven't found that many. The information is just not readily there, so that's why I'm just buying so many books, and I'm hoping that I can find a pattern, right? Because it's one thing to find something in a book, but when you find a pattern, that's how you know, okay, this is what it is, right? That's why I brought two of those books for the Psalms. I just wanted to see, are these gonna say the same things? And they do. They say many of the same things. So I'm like, okay. I just got my wand, haven't used it yet, still figuring it all out. You also have, well, what what does that wood, what does that piece of wood do? Right? What does it do? We're gonna figure a lot of stuff out when they release that other book that they're releasing around March. But we'll talk about that another time. Final Fantasy, Full Metal Alchemist, etc. All real. I 100% agree with you on that. They're all real. Messiah was an alchemist too? Yes, he was. Yes, he was. You can find me at work any day with a pocket full of crystals. That's great. That's your protection. You know what I do, guys? Um, I leave crystals because I use a lot of like clear quartz, Brazilian quartz crystals or Lumerian crystals, what they call them. You know, because that's what our people use and stuff. So I try to get those crystals. But I get those crystals, I leave them out in the moon for a few hours when it's a full moon. What are you looking for? Oh, when it's a full moon, and I actually put it underneath my pillow. And ever since I've been doing that, I haven't gotten any bad dreams. Now I don't know if it's true or not. You guys can try it if you want to, but that's what I've been doing. I just got the feeling to do that, right? We can use hand gestures to repel negativity. Yo, if you have any information on that, please let me know. So I could find a book and I could put it in the library or something. Protect you against the vampires. Check this out. All the cartoons talk about breaking the curses by reversing the curse. It's even on My Little Pony. They're literally searching old books for spells seriously. Man, that's literally what we're doing. Like, that's literally what we're doing. We're trying to reverse these curses that they put on us. Doesn't it feel so liberating to be able to control your destiny, right? Now, and it all came from me knowing that, the Most High, that His Son, that the earth, they're not malicious. They're not malicious. They're not vengeful. They're not going to do things like that, right? They don't. That's not how they operate. They let you be chastised by your own wickedness. The other nations, they were real jealous of us. He was protecting us from it, but our wickedness called them over here. Our wickedness allowed them to use our stuff, our knowledge against us. And because I know how the Most High is, I know how all of His creations are that are aligned with Him, I know that He wants us to gain knowledge, right? Like Big Judah been saying recently, you know, knowledge is how, how we break ourselves out of captivity. It's power. Knowledge is power in the most literal sense. I even shared that video the other day where that was like the Inca's motto. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is everything. Knowledge is literally everything. Everything, bro. Been studying numerology. Pythagorean is the modern. Oh, I'm sorry. Is the modern main one used today. There's also the Chaldean and Kabbalah. Also other ones. I've never been like I've looked into a little bit into like gematria and stuff like that. I was good at math when I was younger, but as I developed, I don't know. Maybe I just didn't like the math that they were doing in school. But I was like, I don't like doing all that. So I definitely would love your perspective on some of that stuff. We use higher advanced technology that use crystals and nature that was attuned with their heavenly realm. I 100% agree with that, bro. Definitely. We had crystal technology. We used the crystals to bring the heavens down here. Like crystals are so important, bro. I just got to figure out how to use them. The crystal is technology, bro. Like the and Thummim, that's crystal technology. Like they even said that it doesn't work if it's not used in the sun. Like that's crazy, bro. Why do you think we were called the people of the sun, man? The sun powered everything. Crystals are powerful. Be careful with argonite, though. Learn the science and art. Be like a mad scientist. Okay, thank you for that, bro. Because, you know, we also don't know that much about crystals. We've had a lot of our knowledge hidden, and they have all of it. Yes, I sleep with crystals under my pillow as well. Wow. See, I didn't even. I just got the feeling to do that. I didn't know anything about that. Holly tree is one of the most powerful trees for a wand. Heard they're hard to find. There's a science to nature, like we must respect the tree and all of nature. Okay, yeah, like that. I remember Big Judah made that video on Hollywood, right, and stuff like that. Um, I don't know, bro. Like there's different uses for each tree, right? But maybe there is a tree that's the most powerful and stuff like that. I'm trying to see if I can get a wand made out of Palo Santo, right? The holy wood that the Incas used and stuff like that. That's what I'm trying to get. I've been looking into it. You can also write certain scriptures on a brown piece of paper bag and place under your pillow and invite the divine to come into your dreams for answers. Wow. Yeah, this sister on it, man. She already know a lot. She already
I
knows a
just
lot.
screenshot that.
I mean, I already knew it. I just don't know what to write. Now, we're also you can use that paper. I'm sure that works, especially if you're doing it, as a daughter of the light. But I think like the element to use is actually papyrus paper. Believe it or not, because what the paper does, anything you write on it, it pretty much makes it true, right? It makes it true, and that's what the ancients used for their quote unquote magic or their sigils and stuff like that. The oldest things that they used was not parchment paper, papyrus paper. But yeah, you could probably do that on the brown piece of paper as well.
And why don't you use like some type of solution? Like let's say I boil down like hibiscus or something,
Hmm.
and then use that as the ink instead.
Yeah, I'm also thinking about what do I use for the ink because there has to be like a specific type of ink as well.
I'm sure like any type, regardless. I mean, better than just this.
Well, yeah, because the ink is actually made partially out of metal,
Mm.
so that's why like I wouldn't. want to use it. They use crystal in ultrasound machines. What? For real? Wow, I did not know that. Yeah, I need to get some papyrus paper. Yeah, like I haven't released that video, so that's some knowledge for you guys now. You should definitely get like some papyrus paper. If you want to make sigils and stuff like that. I just don't know what ink to use. That's why I haven't spoke about it yet. I also don't know how to write the sigils. I don't know what language to use. That's why I'm looking into all these different languages. I'm looking into the Enochian language and the Theban language, right? You could use Aramaic if you want to. So there's different languages you could use. You don't have to use, so-called Hebrew. You don't even have to use Paleo Hebrew. I don't know. Like, I don't really know, man. Let me see. Or discern its sacred use. Wait, oh. I've been pondering for a while how we're supposed to take a crystal and discern its characteristics. Yeah, because I don't know which. I can only. This is what I try to do because it's kind of hard to get this knowledge after they've stolen a lot of this stuff and or hid it. I tried to see what multiple people say, right? At different time periods, I try to see, well, what did they say this crystal is used for, right? And I try to link it up. Or discern its sacred use in the knowledge of Yehovah. Check out New Life Tools, bro Yosef. He's very knowledgeable about mudras, crystals, wands, magic, chakras, etc. He gives experiences instead of just talking. Just chew the meat and spit out the bones. All right, I'm gonna check that out, man. I'm gonna definitely check that out. Thank you, bro. Crystal in the I don't know what image that is. What is that? I don't know what emoji that is. Could you use charcoal pencils? I guess so. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe Aramaic. Maybe you can use that. You know? Maybe you could use Aramaic. It's a language. The angels are gonna know what you're saying. My biggest interest though was with the languages that was used to do it, right? Originally. To use it for like sigils and stuff like that. My interest was in like the Enochian language because listen, even the witchcraft people were like, yo, this language has power. Like each letter of the Enochian language. Thing is, no one really knows how to use it. So that's why I need to buy some pretty expensive books to see if I could really learn it. But I'm sure Aramaic would work as well. And maybe we can use that for now. Maybe it's a practical thing to do. My vote is for the ancient tongue of our forefathers. But which tongue is that? Which tongue is that? And where are our forefathers? Right? Where are they? That depends on where you think they are. I think that, our civilization came out of South America, right? And the language of them, that it was Quechua. That was the language of the civilization of South America, of the Israelite civilization of South America. But they destroyed all the written records. So I can't write that, right? Aramaic, that's also a language that we also used, right? And there's also a difference between the language of like, let's say Shem and the language of Abraham, right? Because I'm sure that Abraham, was given a separate language or so, right? For certain usages. Maybe that was Aramaic. I don't know. I don't know. To tell if it wait, to tell if it's a genuine stone, it should be cold to touch. Interesting. Okay. Never knew that. I don't know why you said that either, but that definitely helped me out because it makes a lot of sense. What is Merkava's chariot descent? I don't know who Merkava is. Who's Merkava's chariot? I don't know what that is. iPhone. What's an iPhone? I'm sorry, I missed it. I was catching up to comments. I brought a Enochian dictionary. I brought one, and I don't even know how I'm gonna do a PDF of it because almost 2,000 pages. But I'm gonna get it done. It's for the nation. If one just breaks down what microchips are even nanotechnology, they can detox it out of the body. Uh, Silicea, gold, carbon, etc. Someone told me that you could actually use hydrogen peroxide to expose the nanoparticles out of your body. I've tried it before. And I felt good, but I'm kind of scared honestly to use that stuff. I have like a 30%, 35% dosage or so. I've used it like twice, but I don't know. It's kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie to you. But uh it is said that it does expose the nanoparticles out of your body. I might do it again, but I have to pray about it a little more. So do I trace my family to South America. It's as if they used my great 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 grandfather for the model of some of the statues there. Yeah, I think. Listen, I think all of us come from there in some way or another. Hydrogen peroxide? Hell nah, bro. You should look into it, man. People really ingesting it. Hey, I've done it a few times. I've done it a few times. Again, I've done it a few times, and I'm not even talking about, you know, the over the counter stuff. I'm talking about 35% hydrogen peroxide. I've tried it. It's just kind of dangerous. That's why I'm just like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this. The ancients used hydrogen peroxide for everything. Whoa. Yo, please tell us more. Sister, please tell us more. We have to know. I use bentonite clay and apple cider vinegar for detoxing my feet. For a for a detox, it felt nice. Bentonite clay. Hold up.
I already have that,
Oh, you
It's the
have it?
clay you put on your face.
Oh, it's the clay you put on our
That
face.
I use for the hair mask and the face mask.
Oh. What did they use it for? Yeah, I haven't used. I only really use like turmeric and stuff for my face. I haven't really used those clay masks like recently.
It's cold. You shouldn't be using that anyway.
Oh, Yaki has a D Vax based on herbs. I guess Yaki's YouTube channel. Shabbat Shalom. But I mouthwash with hydrogen peroxide. I thought it was unsafe to ingest. Infection to get stuff out of the body. I mean, they don't want you to ingest that stuff. They don't want you to use it because it actually can clear a lot of bacteria from your bloodstream. It's just I don't know, bro. It makes me feel good after I use it. I've used it like 2 or 3 times, and each time I felt pretty good. But I just feel uneasy because again, I have the 35% version of it. I don't have the 3% version that everyone has in their bathroom, right? So mine is a lot more potent, and it's kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. I'm experimenting on myself, so but I might get back to it honestly because this sister's a nurse and she usually knows what she's talking about, so I kind of trust her judgment. It's really nice. It's volcanic ash and sucks out negative ions. You should. Oh, my sister said that we shouldn't use it because it's cold
On the face.
on the face. Oh,
But it sounds like they're talking about ingesting it.
you can rinse your mouth with it as well. It will clean your mouth. Activated charcoal is better. You have to use the one without stabilizers in it. The Hebrew Widow has a video on it. Okay, okay. Without stabilizers. Remember, everything they say, don't seek for understanding because it means do. Okay, definitely don't ingest it. I mean, I've done it. I've done it already. I've done it already. Now, when I did do it, I noticed that like my hands, like they would get like white at the tips, right? That's one thing I did notice. Um I felt not really like woozy, but I was just like I felt tingly. Also had a really nasty taste in my mouth. But that was really about it. Like that's all that happened. Oh, you meant the bentonite clay. I don't plan on eating bentonite clay. I don't plan on eating that. It's not edible. You've done it too? Okay. Hey, listen, I might be trying it after this live stream. I gotta pray about it though. Cause again, I don't know what it is. Like a back of my head, I'm like, bro, like this stuff is I just feel like it's dangerous. So I have to be careful. I definitely have to be careful. And you have to try it with water as well. Like you have to chase it. You have to. It's really hard to swallow. I'm gonna pull out my organic chemistry book and look into it to give a better breakdown. We really do appreciate that. It is dangerous. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. Listen, I'm sure it is, bro. But there's some truth to it. I know there's some truth to it because oxygen is very good for your blood. And to put that in your bloodstream is a good thing. Now, hydrogen peroxide, I don't know. The Africans use it secretly. Wow, do they? 4 ounce. Thank you. And that's what I need. I need like measurements and stuff like that. Because I don't want to have, I don't want someone to take like a swig of it and they die. Like, that's, nah, bro. I think that's why I was scared because I didn't know what water to hydrogen peroxide ratio to intake, right? So 4 ounces of water and 2 or 3 drops of hydrogen peroxide. Okay, that seems reasonable. I could definitely get jiggy with that. You know, I could definitely do that. What do you say? You gonna try it with me?
What are you trying?
Some hydrogen peroxide.
I'll just see how you go. I'll just see how you.
Yeah, my sister not trying to do that, but hey, I'm gonna do it.
If I see the light of God come to your face, I know. Okay, I'll do.
Yeah, it's based on mathematics. Yeah, everything is about chemistry. Even cooking is about chemistry, you know. So we have to be very careful with this stuff. But my whole model is be careful, but don't be afraid, right? Yeah, she said nah. She ain't trying to do it with me. It's all good though.
We're all trying. Like the whole government is nascent, and that's what they base it off of. Because they say freedom is not free. The price you must pay for freedom is eternal vigilance. That's what Thomas Jefferson said. And you know what that sounds like? That sounds like when we were watching Full Metal Alchemist and how you have to, if you put something in, you have to like get something taken away from you or something.
No, it's true. It's true. Any energy you put in, you have to receive
No,
back
but
that energy.
they're doing it in a wicked way. Meaning like it means like it's like in Full Metal Alchemist, how they literally lost an arm and a leg trying to get their, you know.
Yeah, when they tried to revive their mother and they
Yeah,
lost an
that's
arm and a leg.
witchcraft.
Yeah, it is witchcraft.
That's like it comes back to
Well,
you or you lose
it's
something.
it's it's sorcery. It's the
Yeah.
negative part of it. You know, that's what I said. Do not do every single thing in these books. There's a good thing. There's a good way to do things and a bad way to do things. Right? It depends on what you're trying to accomplish. If you're trying to take away someone's free will, you're gonna end up doing something where you're summoning a demon or using a demon. You don't want to do that, bro. But if you're going in with no understanding, then may God be with you. Yo, y'all funny, man. Yo, yeah, no, no, no. It's scary, bro. That's why I was just like, I don't know. Like, yo, all right. So I had like a tablespoonful of this stuff, man. I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to seem real ignorant, but I had a tablespoonful of this stuff, and I had like half a cup of water, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna put this in it, and I'm gonna drink it. And I just had a strong feeling like, do not do that. And after that, I was just like, all right, I'm not doing this no more, because I was just scared. Because I didn't know how much. Like, no one knows how much to use. That's something I could not get, right? Because all these YouTube videos about like ingesting hydrogen peroxide, they take them down because they say, well, it's a health hazard and stuff like that. So there's no place for me to actually like go to and ask questions about that. So I really do appreciate that. I remember that from that show. Yeah. See? Now you could use alchemy in a good way or you could use it in a bad way. Cooking is also, chemistry or alchemy and stuff like that, right? Very potent, only use a few drops. Okay, thank you. Thank you. That definitely helps me out. Do we have any more droppers? Maybe. Health hazard to break down their medical system. Yeah. Check out the Hebrew Widow. I'm already subscribed to her. I just didn't see that video. That is crazy, bro. So I'm definitely gonna try that. After I'm finished with this live, work on some PDFs, release some books. And you know what? And I'll release those books that I was thinking about not releasing. But here's my warning to you guys: do not practice everything in these books. Everything is not good. I'm just warning you. So please heed my warning. Please ask the Most High. Please understand that He does not try to take anyone's free will. What was I reading from today? Let me see. Where's that book? I didn't make the PDF of that book yet. Where's the book? The Heart-Centered Living. I was reading from this book today. At the beginning of the live. Pray on everything. 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 Don't do it to yourself, man. Because if the demon comes at you, I'm not going to save you. People in this live not going to save you. It's just you. So if you're going to do something, make sure you know what you're doing. Please. 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 True discernment. Yes. You have to understand, is this aligned with the Father's will? There's many different spirits and principalities that are looking to do something through you, right? Looking to get you to do something because they're already damned. So misery loves company. Don't do that, man. Don't do it. But I'm gonna release those books. I'll make some PDFs of them. Just please, guys, please. So thank you for you guys for coming. You definitely shared a lot of great information with me. Um, I'll check out those channels that the brother said. Um, what else? I'll check out that video that you mentioned about the Hebrew widow. I would study chemical compounds, learn from an Israelite chemist. Yeah, that stuff's also a little bit out of my scope. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I barely passed chemistry in high school. Just not my thing. Like, it was just so complicated to me, bro. It just is, man. I don't know what to say. It just is. You know. Also, ask the spirit if the information is to reveal something or to put into practice. Yeah, that's what you do. Again, what I said earlier in the live, I said, you know, I asked the Most High to stop me from doing things, to change my mind. Right? That's what I say. And if he doesn't, then I go through with it. Right? I haven't really done anything though, but you know, like even when I was doing things with like the earth and stuff, even then I really didn't even have to ask. I was just like, no, this is right. This is okay. Right? So that's why I said usually when you have a bad feeling about something, it's usually for a reason. Let's be honest, high school made it boring and reality is fascinating. Probably it is. Probably it is. Actually, when I was looking into it a little bit more, even in just some of these books, like it was pretty fascinating. So I don't know, man. But also, I don't want to stretch myself too thin. Like I have so many videos I'm backed up in. I still promised people that I would talk about, the Pacific Islands and stuff like that. So I have to give the people what they want, you know. But we're gonna get to it, bro. Like we have so many books, we could do this forever, you know. Yeah, I stayed on this live way longer than I thought I would, but you guys were just coming with all this good information. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya. So I think I'm gonna get off now, guys. I'm gonna start working on some stuff. Um, Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate your company. It was good to fellowship today. And many things the Most High will teach us how to use after the Exodus. Not everything will be discernible in this time. I 110% agree with that. Some things you don't mess with. That's why I said it's like a baton race, you know? You go as far as you can and then you let him do the rest, right? If I'm being honest with you guys, I really do think that we're actually gonna figure out how to gather ourselves. Like we're gonna call the gathering with this information that we're being revealed. I honestly really think that. I just feel it. I feel it. Like there's no other reason why he would have us do this. Why else? Why else would we do this? Doesn't make sense. If it's not for ultimately taking the children of Israel out of Egypt, what's the point of even knowing this? That's why I said I think this is heading towards something. I don't know how, I don't know who, when, where, why. I just think, yo, this information is going to tell us something. I have a strong feeling of that. So I'm going to keep sharing information. Last warning, guys. Do not do anything that you feel uncomfortable with without asking the Most High. Please. Please. I would not use anything to get back at your enemies or whatever like that. Like, I would suggest you not do that. I don't know for sure, but do not blame me if you do something and, you know, you get a dream about, you know, a demon, constantly eating your head and it growing back and eating your head and it growing back. And you ask me, hey, I can't get this dream out of my head. Nigga, don't ask me. I told you not to. Oh my gosh. Nah, but for real though. Like, for real. So, thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate your company and their fellowship. And, we'll do this again next week. Most High willing. May peace be with you. Peace and blessings.